Hello friends, welcome to my channel at The Power of Book, The Power of Now, a timeless journey to self-realization. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now is not just a book, it is a beacon of light for those lost in the labyrinth of the mind. Its teachings transcend the boundaries of philosophy and spirituality, guiding readers to an experiential understanding of presence. By helping us shed the illusions of time, ego, and suffering, Toll reveals the eternal truth. Life exists only in the present moment, and the now holds the key to true liberation. In this extended exploration, we will journey through the book's transformative ideas, diving deeply into its core messages and uncovering their profound implications for our daily lives. The concept of time, an illusion that enslaves us. Toll begins by addressing one of the most pervasive illusions of human existence, our concept of time. Most people live trapped in either the past or the future, constantly replaying memories or projecting fears and desires onto what is yet to come. This preoccupation with time blinds us to the only reality that exists, the present moment. The past, Toll explains, is nothing more than a mental narrative. It exists solely in our minds as a collection of memories shaped by interpretation and distortion. Similarly, the future is a construct of anticipation, often tainted by anxiety or hope. Yet, neither of these realms is real. They are mere shadows that distract us from the vibrancy of the now. Living in time creates a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. We regret the past, worry about the future, and forget to appreciate the life unfolding before us. But when we realize that the now is all we truly have, a profound shift occurs. We begin to experience life not as a series of moments to get through, but as an eternal present to be fully lived. The ego, a false identity, constructed by the mind. Central to Toll's teachings is the concept of the ego, a mental construct that gives rise to a false sense of self. The ego is the voice in our heads that incessantly narrates, judges, and compares. It thrives on separation, defining us through labels, roles, and attachments. The ego constantly seeks validation and fears its own dissolution. It creates conflict, both internally and externally, as it strives to maintain its identity. However, Tolle reveals a liberating truth. The ego is not who we are. It is merely a mental entity sustained by our identification with thoughts and stories. When we disidentify from the ego, we experience a profound sense of freedom. We are no longer defined by our possessions, achievements, or the opinions of others. Instead, we reconnect with our true essence, a state of being that is timeless, formless, and infinitely connected to the whole of existence. This realization is not just intellectual, but deeply emotional. It is a homecoming to our authentic selves, free from the burdens of comparison and fear. The pain body, healing the emotional wounds. Within one of the book's most poignant concepts is the pain body, an accumulation of emotional pain that resides within us. This pain body is like a shadow self formed by past trauma, unresolved emotions, and negative experiences. It lies dormant until triggered, at which point it takes over, feeding on negativity and perpetuating suffering. The pain body manifests in various ways, as sudden outbursts of anger, recurring patterns of sadness, or feelings of unworthiness. Its presence can be overwhelming, leading us to act out in ways that harm ourselves and others. Toll's wisdom lies in his approach to healing the pain body. He teaches that awareness is the key. When we observe the pain body without judgment, we create space between it and our true selves. This awareness disempowers the pain body, allowing us to release the emotional burdens we have carried for so long. Healing the pain body is a deeply emotional journey. It requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to face the parts of ourselves we have avoided. But as we bring light to these shadows, we experience a profound sense of liberation. We become lighter, freer, and more aligned with the present moment. The present moment, the gateway to inner peace. The heart of Toll's message is the power of the present moment. He describes the now as the eternal space in which all life unfolds. It is not a fleeting point in time, but a state of being that transcends past and future. To access the present moment, we must become fully aware. This means directing our attention away from the mind's chatter and into the reality of the here and now. When we do this, we experience a profound stillness, a peace that arises from being fully present. This state of presence is transformative. It allows us to engage with life more deeply, appreciating the beauty in ordinary moments. A single breath, a bird's song, or the warmth of sunlight can become a source of immense joy when experienced with full awareness. Toll offers practical guidance for cultivating presence. 1. Observe your thoughts. Instead of getting lost in the mind's stories, simply watch your thoughts as they arise. This practice creates a space of awareness in which the mind's grip loosens. 2. Feel your inner body. Bring your attention inward, sensing the aliveness within. This anchors you in the now and connects you to the essence of life itself. 3. Embrace what is. Resistance to the present moment creates suffering. By accepting what is, we align ourselves with the flow of life and find peace. 4. Practice. Stillness. Stillness is not the absence of activity, but the presence of awareness. In stillness, we connect with the eternal, experiencing life from a place of wholeness. Relationships. A mirror of presence. Toll's insights into relationships are some of the most profound and transformative in the book. He explains that most relationships are rooted in the ego's neediness. We seek partners to fulfill our emotional voids, leading to patterns of dependency, possessiveness, and conflict. True love, however, arises when two individuals connect from a place of presence. In this state, relationships are no longer driven by egoic needs, but by a shared recognition of each other's essence. Love becomes a sacred space where both individuals grow and evolve. This perspective challenges us to approach relationships with openness and vulnerability. It invites us to let go of control and to love without conditions or expectations. By bringing presence into our relationships, we transform them into sources of joy, healing, and spiritual growth. Living in alignment with the now. Toll emphasizes that embracing the now does not mean abandoning goals or responsibilities. Instead, it means approaching life with mindfulness and presence. Whether we are working, resting, or interacting with others, we can infuse each moment with awareness. This approach transforms even the mundane into the extraordinary. Washing dishes, for example, can become a meditative act when done with full attention. Walking in nature becomes an opportunity to connect with the divine. By living in alignment with the now, we step out of resistance and into the flow of life. Challenges no longer overwhelm us, for we face them with clarity and presence. Success is no longer about achieving external goals, but about living in harmony with our inner truth. The eternal now, a sacred truth. The ultimate message of the power of now is profoundly simple, yet infinitely deep. Life exists only in the present moment. To awaken to this truth is to awaken to the sacredness of existence itself. This awakening is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. It requires us to repeatedly return to the now, especially when the mind pulls us into past regrets or future anxieties. Each time we choose presence, we strengthen our connection to the eternal. Toll's words resonate deeply. You are not your thoughts, emotions, or experiences. You are the awareness behind them. This awareness is the essence of who we are, a formless, timeless presence that is one with all of life. When we live from this awareness, life becomes a miracle. Each moment is imbued with meaning, and each experience becomes an opportunity to connect with the infinite. This is the freedom that Toll invites us to embrace, a freedom that transcends the limitations of the mind and opens us to the boundless beauty of the now. Conclusion: Awakening to the Power of Now. The Power of Now is not merely a book, it is a spiritual guide that leads us to the core of our being. Its teachings are both profound and practical, offering a path to inner peace, joy, and fulfillment. By breaking free from the illusions of time and ego, healing our pain bodies, and embracing the present moment, we reconnect with the essence of life. This journey is deeply emotional and transformative, awakening us to the truth of who we are and the infinite possibilities of the now. As Toll reminds us, the now is not just a moment in time, it is the doorway to the eternal. Step through it, and you will find yourself. Let this message sink deeply into your heart. Life is not something to be feared or controlled, but something to be lived with gratitude, presence, and love. By embracing the power of now, we embrace the truth of existence and the beauty of life itself. I hope you liked this book summary. For more such book summaries, please like, share, and comment on my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye-bye. See you soon.